Morning, guys. Morning. Um, I have been in, well, I'm outside. I'm outside again. Um, and I have been following the word, okay? I've been following the word. This might be a bit too bright for y'all. Let me see if I can move this way. I mean, you know, mm, okay, I guess that's good. I guess that's good. I guess that's good. That'll be good. And I have been pretty much following the word, right? I remember, because I have my whole morning routine that I get up and that I do, and, my whole prayer and everything like that. And I've been asking God to order my footsteps, right? So I've been asking Him to remove certain people or things that's no longer there, that's no longer, serving me out of my life, and to redirect me on my path if I'm falling off course in a certain place, right? A certain place, a certain area, and just asking Him what He want me to do and stuff like that. And He was just like, just get back into your cards. And I was like, okay, like I haven't really been into my cards, and I do have a love for cards, like I do, like I have so many decks, and it's like the beauty of it, the aesthetic of it. And sometimes I'm gravitated to a certain deck for a certain reason, and I don't know why, and I'm just like, what's going on? And I remember just being in my home, in my living room, and I'm doing, even in my room, and I'm doing readings, and I'm not, like I'm not really feeling it like that. Like I'm doing what I'm gotta do, but I'm not really feeling it like that. So as I'm laying down and I'm like, you know, asking my questions and stuff like that, I heard him say, as I'm, just doing my thing, I'm laying down or whatever. I just finished my prayer, and and then I heard him say, go outside and do your readings in the wee hours of the morning. And I'm like, in a wee hours, like, some people, consider that like midnight, and he was like, no, like when the sun is coming up, those wee hours. So I was like, okay, so I was like, so what you trying to tell me? Like, you want me to be out here at 6 o'clock in the morning? And he was like, 6, 7. And I'm like, 6, 7 o'clock. I'm like, you want me to be outside? And he was like, yeah, just be outside. And I'm like, all right, cool. And I'm outside. Even if I get my day started late, because yesterday I do believe it was a late day. I do believe I came out pretty late. Now I want to say late. I want to say probably like 1 o'clock ish or whatever. But I did have my niece and my nephew with me, so and it was like as long as I'm outside and I'm giving readings, it's a different type of connection. It's a different type of energy that I get. It's a different type of energy that I get when I'm outside and I'm just, connected around like nature and stuff like that. So and this goes for a lot of people who sit there and they're praying to God and they're pray to God, pray to Jesus, pray to the universe and everything like that. And they tell them, like remove all the negativity from our lives and the people and and the places and the things and all that good jazz. You sit there and you ask God to remove them and the things, and then when he do, you stand there catching a whole attitude, but you just ask them to remove it for you. Like how does that work? Like if I sit there and I ask God to recalibrate my life or to redirect me in certain areas, and then He redirects me, I can't be mad because I asked for that. I asked Him to do it, and what a lot of people do, even what I used to do at times, I used to ask him to redirect my life. And then when it wasn't going the direction that I wanted it to go, I would pull the brakes because I wanted to have control over the situation. But I can't have control over a situation that I asked somebody to help me redirect. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like driving in a car and you getting mad at Siri for giving you the directions that you need. You ask Siri, you put that in the GPS. And you know what I'm saying? You ask your GPS to get you to your destination, but now your GPS is taking you down the route of unfamiliar territories that you pretty much don't know too much about. You're untrustworthy. You don't know the area, so now you want to U-turn and you want to pull the brakes and you want to redirect and you want to take the long way or the harder way around when God was just giving you a clear, direct way. Yeah, along that mission, along that way, there was going to be, trials and tribulations and red lights and stop signs and yields and all these other things, the pedestrians crossing the street and stuff like that. Yeah, in that life, all of that was going to happen. It was going to be there, but you decided that you didn't want to take that way that he was giving you, which was a straight route with a little bit of turbulence on it. You wanted to take the long way around. So you didn't want to take the straight flight that was going straight to your destination. You wanted to take a connecting flight because you felt that it was more just for you. But with that connecting flight, you got layovers. And with that layovers, now your plane delayed. Now with your plane delayed, you're not making it to where you supposed to be on time. So now you're gonna have to call a hotel and either tell them like, hey, I'm gonna be late. Don't get rid of my room. Or hey, my plane is delayed. I'm not gonna make it until tomorrow. And what if the hotel don't got no space? All because you wanted to do something you wanted to do after you done asked for help. It's like it doesn't make sense to me. And like I said, I was once in this mood. Now, when I'm getting the word, when I ask for help, even if it's a scary situation, even if it's unknown territory, I'm like, okay, I'm asking for help. You directed me this way for a certain reason. And most of the time, when I just stop fighting and do or go where he wants me to go, I wind up in the place that I'm supposed to be, happy, energetic, full of life. When you stay too long in a situation, you lose the essence of the beauty of it. You lose the magic of it. You lose the fun of it. You lose everything that drew you to it. You start to repel it. I was like this at a job. I stayed there too long. And I stayed there because I had good friends there. I had good connections there. But those connections wasn't benefiting me because they wasn't doing shit for me. Like, yeah, they made me happy while I was there. But I still had other bullshit going on while I was there. You understand what I'm saying? You can't ask God to give you something better or give you something that you deserve if you don't even know what you're worth. It's like you gotta make your 1 plus 1 add up to 2. And I feel like that's a lot of people, and I'm proud to be, on the path and, following the directions that I live. I'm proud to be on that path and everything like that, to follow the directions. It's an amazing journey. It's an amazing thing. But it's only going to be as beautiful. It's only going to be as amazing as you allow yourself to see whatever the situation is. Can nobody justify anything for you in your life but you, but hey. And it's amazing. Normally this is something that I would fight. I would be like, no, get up in the morning. Yeah, it's I am not doing that. And then I was just like, what? Why am I fighting? Sometimes you have to ask yourself, you have to pull yourself back and ask yourself, why am I fighting this? Why am I fighting this? What is the point? Why can't I just do? I'm asking for help, and yet I'm still fighting. You ask for love, and then you fight it off. You ask for a better job, and then you treat it like shit once you get it. You ask for a new car, but you don't take care of it. You ask for a new home, you don't know how to maintain it. You ask for new friends, but you don't even know how to be a good friend to yourself. It's like you can't ask for something that you don't have from within already to give out. It's like you're pouring into cups. You're pouring into hold filled cups, and your own cup got holes in it. So nothing stays. What goes in comes right back out, instantly, instantly. But you have so much that you could pour into other people's cups. You could fill them. You could make them whole. But ain't shit that they could do for you. Ain't shit that they could do for you. You know, you staying at a job that don't appreciate you. You know, you're the best worker there. You work hard. You know, you do your job, and everybody sees it. Everybody recognizes it, and yet they still won't give you, a promotion. They still won't give you a raise. They still won't give you the recognition that you deserve. So why do you stay there? You're still struggling to pay your bills. You're not happy. What's keeping you there? Is it fear? And a lot of people are still stuck in situations because of fear. Fear of, if I leave this, what's going to happen? Something better. If you leave that situation, what's going to happen? Something better. If you leave that relationship, what are you going to get? You're going to get healing, right? So you're going to get healing. You're going to rediscover yourself. You're going to really figure out what you truly desire and what you truly want in your life. And you're going to come up, and God's going to send somebody that's so much better than the last situation. He's going to send you the person that you really deserve. But you gotta be a, you gotta want to, you gotta want it. You gotta want it. And it's it's just that. It's just that. It's just that. Like I said, it's a beautiful thing once you take a step back and once you just actually listen and follow. Like you will open yourself up to so many things that you have closed yourself off to. And once you start to realize these things that you've closed yourself off to, it'll inspire you to open yourself back up to these things. It will. It will, but if somebody is telling you something about yourself or something about a situation, and you're still ooching and ouching from it, you're still dipping and dodging, you're still not wanting to face the facts of it, then you're going to keep yourself blind. You're going to keep yourself stuck trying to make a decision, trying to make a choice, trying to pick which route to go, what to do. You know, like my mission is to have so many amazing choices, right? To have so many outstanding choices. To have so many incredible choices. I want the pick of the litter. That's what I want. Why should I have to pitch who I am to people? People like big networks and stuff like that. Why should I have to pitch who I am to y'all? Y'all see it. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have to start believing in that. Y'all have to start believing in y'all work and in y'all power. Like Tabitha Brown said, she used to work at a Macy's, and across from it was a big network, a network station, and she used to point at it, and she used to say, they're going to come to me. I'm going to have the pick of the choice. I'm going to have the pick of the litter. And once she started doing what she was doing, and she started making her videos and following the voice of God, because he told her to start making videos, and she didn't understand it. She's like, what are you talking about? Make videos? Like, yeah, who, what? And she followed his voice. She followed his guidance. She followed the orders. She submitted to those orders. And now look at Tabitha Brown. You understand what I'm saying? Now she had that, not only that station, but other stations still coming to her, wanting to work with her. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you gotta have the known. Like you gotta know that. you gonna have to pick of the litter. You gotta know that you the shit. Remember when Cardi B was walking around in that big green flower outfit? It was like she had on green shoes with green pants, a green shirt, and she had like this head thing that was a flower, and she was just walking around, and everybody was just like, only Cardi B, only fucking Cardi B. It's because she's comfortable with who she is. She knows she's funny. She knows she can put on something like that, and everybody is most likely either going to laugh or they're going to talk shit. And she don't give two shits because the people that's going to laugh is going to love it, and the people that's going to hate it is still going to watch it. So her views are still going to go up. She's still going to average. She's still going to make revenue off your views. She's still going to make revenue because remember, every time you watch somebody's videos and they're monetized for that, that's revenue. They're getting paid for that. So if you're so much of a hater, or if you have a hater that's consistently watching your videos, your views are consistently going up. You're making money off your own hater, which is an amazing thing. Which is an amazing thing. We all should want to, if you listen. I've been told so many times, especially by people that I work with, like this girl deserves to be on somebody's stage. Somebody's TV show call her and put her on stage. But how can they know I exist if I don't even put myself out there? You understand what I'm saying? Like, how can people know you're an amazing hairstylist if you never put your business out there? How can people know you're an amazing writer if you don't put your work out there? How can people know if you're an amazing singer if you don't put your work out there? How can people know if you're an amazing stylist if you don't put your work out there? How do people know if you have an amazing, if you're a great inventor if you don't put yourself out there? How can people know who you are if you don't put yourself out there? So you have to be willing to take everything that comes with everything that you want on the pathway. Yeah, you have to be willing to take everything that comes with everything. And yeah, we're going to be dealt shitty hands. Yeah, we're going to be dealt shitty situations. But let's not let that be the reason why we don't succeed. Follow you ask for better, you ask for better, you ask for better, but you ask for better, but instead you're choosing to still be worse. And so it's like it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing knowing your own red flags, knowing when you self sabotage yourself. I've self sabotaged myself for many a years, and it got me nowhere. It got me absolutely nowhere. I wanted to have control. I was, ever since I was young, I always wanted to have things my way, and if I couldn't have things my way, I was throwing the temper tantrum. And that's because I never had the opportunity to get what I truly wanted in a moment. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes your upbringing, your what you do, what happens to you in life can also dictate and shape your future. So me as a kid, I was put on hold. I was, raised to put other people's needs before myself because they needed more than me. Even though I needed it, they somehow, when it came to my mother, somehow they were first. You know what I'm saying? The needs of others was first. Doing right by others was first. Like not doing right by you, but doing right by others was first. Like I wasn't raised around femininity. I wasn't raised around goddess energy. I wasn't raised around empresses. I was raised around a lot of distorted feminines and masculines. I was raised around a lot of alpha females. That was always work, 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 go, 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 get it. I wasn't raised, to just be feminine and all this other things like that. So I grew up being tomboyish. I grew up, wanting to be the dude. I grew up very aggressive, you know, and in a way, it scared people away. The people that really wanted something, it scared them away And it's also scared away the people that wasn't shit. But then it also brung people that wasn't shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like it took people away, but it gave some people back. You know, when you grow up with that mindset as a child that everybody else comes before you, that's what you start doing. And that's when you start opening yourself up to like narcissists and manipulators and stuff like that. Because now you're such a people pleaser, and you always want to do and do and do and do for other people that you're not doing for yourself. And the moment you start to do for yourself is the moment they're like, whoa, what's happening? You don't never take yourself out. You don't never, do self-care regimens. You don't never love on yourself. You don't never, speak good to yourself. You don't never take care of yourself. So why are you starting to do it now? Why are you starting to do it now? You never did it before, so why are you starting to do it now? And that's what y'all need to be aware of. Okay, that's what y'all need to be aware of. Like I'm just in a really good mood and stuff like that. Like it's hot. I haven't eaten anything, which is pretty much probably good. I do have my coffee though, and I did take my antibiotics because I still have to take my antibiotics for my thing. But it's so many beautiful people that I encounter on a daily basis that have so many dreams and aspirations. Like they want to do so much, but they're so captive in their own minds. They're so they're just they're bound to the rejection of other people or what other people might think, how other people might feel. And sometimes you're not going to be perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not everybody cup of motherfucking tea. But I'm glad because I'm not meant for you to consume. If I'm not your cup of tea, I'm glad because I'm not meant for your consumption. I'm not meant for you to consume me. And I'm perfectly fine with that. You don't have to think that I'm attractive or that I'm smart or that I'm brilliant or that I'm talented or that I'm gifted. It's not your job. You don't have to. It's my job to know those things about myself. It's not my job to sit up here and try to make you. It's not my job to sit up here and try to make you guess these things. Stop the cycle. Stop the cycle. Get into your alignment. Know what you deserve. Once you get into the alignment and you stop repeating certain cycles, you'll understand why you go through certain things. If you've been on a certain cycle for a certain amount of time, I don't care what it is, it's a lesson that's there and you're not learning. And until you learn it, you're going to keep on repeating certain cycles. And we don't want to repeat all these cycles for years and years and years and years and years to come. We don't want that. That's not for us. We don't want that. That is Bugetto. Okay, baby, that is Bugetto. All I'm saying is believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Even if nobody else believes in you, I don't care. If you're getting called to do something, whether I don't care if it's scary, I don't care what it is. If you're being called to do something, do it. The more you delay it, is the more you delay you. Like me, I would be in the house right now. I would be in the house right now, just or if I had to work, I'll be on my way to work. If not at work already. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you have to look at and analyze everything that's going on in your life and figure out why is it happening? Why is this going on? Why am I being called to do this? Oh, okay, I understand. Now let me go towards it. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. And that's just what I want to tell y'all. Don't block what you're asking for help in because you don't see it the way, or it's not coming in how you want it to come. God not going to work on your time. He's not going to do what you want him to do. He's not going to move how you want him to move. He's not going to do that. Mm-mm. He'll keep your ass right there in that cycle. He'll keep your ass waiting a little bit longer until you learn. He don't move on your time. He move on his time. He move when he know you ready, he gonna move. And when he know you ain't ready, he still not gonna move. He ain't gonna bust a move. He ain't gonna bust a move. He ain't gonna bust a move. He ain't bust a rhymes. He ain't gonna bust a move. He ain't bust a rhymes. So y'all, this was just a message that I wanted to pretty much get on here and say. Um, Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Such a beautiful day. Put yourself first. Put yourself first. Take care of you. Put yourself first. Take care of you. If you need time off from work, request time off from work. Don't try to do it all. Don't try to do it all. Just like you got that job, you can get something else. But don't try to do it all. You're not superwoman or superman. You're not a superhero. You can't do it all. You can't do it all by yourself. If you're in a place of employment and let's say if you get sick and or something, now everything is falling down on you like, oh well, we didn't have anybody to cover the shift because you wasn't there, and this happened because you wasn't there, and that happened because you wasn't there. Baby, they are blamers. Anytime that they fail, and it's not the job, it's the people that work in the job. So don't say it's the job, it's the people that work there, that's coming up, that's talking to people, that's there. Anytime they fail, they will always look for an excuse or a blame goal. And if you're not there, you're the blame goal. If you're there, somebody else is the blame goal. It's never their fault. It's never, we just didn't hit the goal today. We tried, we did our best, and unfortunately we didn't hit it, and it's all right. It's okay. We're gonna have those days when we don't hit it. I don't want y'all to get discouraged. I don't want y'all to, feel like y'all did something wrong or y'all could have done something better, maybe. But this is just what it is. This is business. You win some, you lose some. You hit target. Sometimes you go over target. Sometimes you under target. It happens. But if you're at a place where you're always being blamed, and this could be in school, this could be in a relationship, this could be family dynamics, friends dynamics, whatever it is. If you're anywhere where you're consistently getting blamed for something that you didn't do, that you had no control over, baby, look for something else. Because they will not change. I'm telling you, the only way they're going to change is somebody crack down on them. And this could be like lawsuit, this could be corporate, this could be something like that. But that's the only way that person is going to change. And that person learned those antics from another person. So somebody else that they work for that always used the blame game. So now they're in a position of power, a position of leadership, so they're using the blame game against other people. Don't do that. Don't follow that trend. Don't do it. Don't follow that trend. Look for something else. Look for something else that's going to be more receptive to you. Look for something else that's not going to blame you in your absence. Look for something else that's not going to blame you when you were there. You were doing all that you could. You was doing all that you could, and you still got blamed for not being good enough, for not doing more enough. You still got blamed for dropping the ball when you held every ball in your hand. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all, I just want to thank y'all for viewing this video. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, share the content with people. I thank you all so much, and I hope you all have a blessed morning.